In less than 3 hours, the second game week of the 23-24 Premier League season will officially get underway with Nottingham Forest versus Sheffield. I'm going to make my predictions, pick my FPL team, and let's get right into it. I'm Sideline Sedo. I cover all things Premier League, Liverpool, and beyond on the channel, all things related to footy. So if you like that kind of stuff, consider subscribing. Let's get right into it with the first game, Nottingham Forest versus Sheffield United. I have a feeling that this game is going to finish 2-1 to Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest has, good kind of home atmosphere for the Premier League. Sheffield United didn't really impress me last week, and I feel like their defense just isn't going to be there throughout the whole season. I know Ahmed Hodzic is there, but he's also still very young, and you can't just rely on one player. So I'm going to go with a 2-1 Nottingham Forest win. Following that, we have Fulham hosting Brentford at Craven Cottage. This game, I think, will be interesting, but I think that it'll finish also 2-1 to Brentford. I think we'll get, by the way, I think Taiwo Awoniyi will probably score a goal, and maybe someone like Brennan Johnson. And then here, I don't know who will score for Sheffield United. Maybe a defender or something. But Fulham Brentford, 2-1 to Brentford against Fulham at Craven Cottage away. I think Brian Mbeumo will once again get on the score sheet, and maybe someone like, honestly, I could see Mbeumo and also Yona Wissa both scoring again this week. And then for Fulham, maybe someone like, I don't know, Willian could score for them. I don't even know if he'll start. But on to the next game, Liverpool versus Bournemouth. A lot of talk around Liverpool, a lot of talk around Bournemouth. Bournemouth is a side that has made a lot of signings, Tyler Adams being one of them, Milos Kerkez. They've just been kind of leveling up a bit. And Andoni Iraola is a manager who's really good at beating big teams. Needless to say, I think Liverpool will be ready for this test. I think it'll finish 3-1 to Liverpool. I think Solanke will score for Bournemouth, or Billing. I could see Billing scoring. Billing always plays well against Liverpool. And then for Liverpool, Salah, Gakpo, and let's say Szoboszlai for the goal scorers. Following that, Wolves hosting Brighton. Wolves actually was really impressive against Man United. Brighton also very impressed against Luton. Admittedly, it is Luton and they were at home. But for this fixture, I'm going to say that Wolves ends up winning. No. I think it's going to be a 1-1 draw. No Wolves win here. Wolves will see someone like Mateus Cunha score. And for Brighton, we'll see someone like, let's say, Evan Ferguson get on the score sheet off the bench. Tottenham versus Man United, a big game, a game that I'm anticipating to go live for, so stay tuned for that. We're actually hopefully going live for both these fixtures tomorrow, so it's going to be a real Saturday super show for Premier League Game Week 2. But Spurs Man United, Spurs look pretty interesting, honestly, against Brentford. Brentford's a really good side. They got a 2-2 draw, but I feel as if Spurs at home, we'll see how Ange Postecoglou kind of sets up and how he riles up his squad. But Man United, they honestly didn't impress me too much in the game against who'd they face last week? United faced Wolves, and I wasn't personally impressed. I watched the highlights, and United looked whatever. Mount looked absolutely horrid. So I'm going to go with a 2-1 Spurs win. I think Son and Kulusevski will get on the score sheet. And I think Man United will see Marcus Rashford score. Then the other game I'm hopefully going to be live for is Man City versus Newcastle. Probably one of the most exciting games of the season, really. A game that I think a lot of people were going to have their eyes on. But City is at home. City is a dominant force. I think they are going to beat Newcastle, but I think Newcastle will score. I think this is going to be a goal fest. I think it's going to finish 3-2 to Man City. Haaland will get a brace. Isak will score. Callum Wilson will score. And we'll see Julian Alvarez get a goal for Man City. No, Cole Palmer will get a goal for Man City. So yeah, that's what I have there. Next up, Aston Villa versus Everton. Aston Villa, they looked really great in the first half last week. kind of tapered off. Everton, they lost at home to Fulham. I think Villa is going to win this game 3-0. I think we'll see goals from Musa Diaby again. I think we'll see Ollie Watkins score, and I think we'll see maybe a goal from like, I don't know, Lucas Digne or like Phil Coutinho, somebody who's kind of like fallen out of favor in that squad a bit maybe. But yeah, so 3-0 Aston Villa win, easy money. West Ham versus Chelsea. West Ham kind of trying to make a big move here and sign Mohamed Kudus from Ajax. They have signed James Ward-Prowse. Obviously, Declan Rice is gone. Chelsea surprised a lot of people last week. I think this is going to be a tense game. I think it'll finish, honestly, 1-1 probably. Maybe someone like Nicholas Jackson scoring for Chelsea. For West Ham, I could see James Ward-Prowse scoring a free kick or something like that and having a level game at the end of the full 90. And finally, the final fixture of the weekend, Crystal Palace hosting Arsenal. And honestly, Crystal Palace, they have retained Eze. They've retained Olise. I'm going to be very curious to see if Doucouré starts because there's been a lot of interest surrounding Liverpool. Will that move go through? I would love to see it happen, but who knows? He was their player of the season last year, so he's not going to be cheap. But Crystal Palace versus Arsenal. Arsenal wins this, I think, 2-1. I think we'll see a goal from someone like Edouard or Mateta, probably. Honestly, I'll say I said Edouard last week. I'm not gonna say Mateta this week. I'm gonna say that Eberechi Eze scores for Crystal Palace, and I'm gonna say that Arsenal will see Bukayo Saka score again, and say Trossard. I think Bukayo Saka and Trossard are good shouts to score in this game. And yeah, but finally, before we end, let me just get to my FPL team, kind of review it. I was going to make a separate video for this, but time just slipped past me. But overall points, 71. I think 150 is like the total, right? Yeah, so highest points, 127. I'm 7 points above average. Not really that great of a performance. I'm 2,641st. And I want to just pick my team here as opposed to just making a separate video for this. And for my team, I kind of want to get Cole Palmer in there. Or maybe... See, it's tough. I did say Eze will score, but how great of a game will he really have? I know they're at home. Joao Pedro against Wolves, he could maybe struggle. City front three against Newcastle is kind of bold. I was actually, before I do this, cancel that. I was going to make a transfer because I do have one free transfer. And honestly, looking at this whole squad, Leno, I think, is a great person to have here, especially since like they're facing Brentford. That will be tough. But okay, so we don't have like really a great goalie there that's probably going to keep us a clean sheet. Holland is worth 14 now. I do have a free transfer left. And honestly, I think it's going to have to be Trippier. And I know you might be like Liverpool bias, but hear me out here. Trippier didn't really contribute too much, even though he was a set piece specialist, a 5-1 shellacking against Aston Villa. So looking at his fixture run-in, City, Liverpool, Brighton, Brentford, Sheffield, Burnley, West Ham, Palace, Wolves, Arsenal, it does get easier for Kieran Trippier, and he's going to ball out. But there's definitely pockets here where he's probably not going to be picked up. They honestly have a fairly okay run-in the middle there. But I feel like there's a defender I could replace him with that that will basically get me more points for just like what he is, you know? And if I'm looking at these defenders, I think that defender is going to have to be Rico Henry. I have 2 mil remaining. And with that 2 mil, I love Cole Palmer. I feel like I'm doing myself a disservice either not upgrading one of these midfielders or not upgrading maybe like Areola. thing is, if I was to upgrade Areola, I'd probably upgrade him with Allison or Ederson. I do have 3 City players in here. I want to see how. Okay, so that's going to cost me 4 points to get rid of Palmer. Let's restore him. I feel like now is the time to do it. I still have my wild card in effect. Like, I could hold on to that. But Cole Palmer, is a player who I think is going to do great things this season. I just feel like, all in all, it might be a little difficult for him to consistently find game time. Joao Pedro and then Ciso, I fully expect to play a lot. Same with Stupinian. I know Ben Mee's out. That's why we have Rico Henry here. And Brentford is facing Fulham, which honestly, like, I could see him getting an assist in. But I think I'm going to have to take out Cole Palmer and select a replacement. We have 7 mil here. Okay, 7 mil is tense. Madison was cheaper. He's gone up, which definitely sucks. Honestly, like, Mbuemo is a great shout, and then I have 0.5 mil left over. But, like, I don't know. Saka's too expensive. Gordon, let's see. Sort by price. Here we go. Salah, De Bruyne, Rashford. Who's at like 7? That's like a good shout. Mount, Anthony, Kulusevski potentially. I mean, Kulusevski's a class player, so it wouldn't shock me at all. Diaby, honestly, like, he really impressed me in that first game week, but he's a roll of the dice. Kulusevski, Tottenham face, United, he'll definitely start. I'm gonna add Kulusevski. Right? Do I want him? Do I want to? Because Madison really looks like he's gonna do some great things, but I can't really find 0.5 mil to give up, so we're gonna just go with Kulusevski. Okay, I'm just gonna confirm the transfers. Take the 4-point hit. Now we should be at 67, so we're still 3 up. Whoa. Switch him for, honestly, Enciso didn't start last game, but maybe he starts this game against Wolves. He did get rid of Cole Palmer. So Enciso, you know what? I'm pretty happy with this. West Ham away. I feel like I have to switch Eze. No offense. I just feel like he might get an assist. He might get a goal. And I know I said he'll probably score. But at the end of the day, this is just kind of like me being cautious because I feel like Kulusevski has a bigger chance of scoring or assisting against United than Eze does against Arsenal. No offense, United fans. Just the truth of it. And Colwell, there's always the chance that he gets an assist or a goal. I feel like why not just give him a run out there? I could always swap Enciso for Pedro, but Pedro scored last week. Enciso didn't. I have a feeling Enciso is going to get a start, maybe even a goal. So I'm going to save my team real quick, and let's see the squad. Okay, so that was points. Can I see my team? Pick team. Yes, so my team is officially saved. The deadline is at 1:15 Eastern Standard Time. So by the time you're seeing this video, the game will start getting ready to kick off in about an hour or so. Nottingham Forest versus Sheffield, that is. And this is my squad. Once again, I'm not... Is he a captain? Wait. What's going on here? What's going on? Okay, so he's not. What? Why is there a star here? Oh, he's in the team of the season so far. Okay. Fair enough. Holland, I feel like you got to give a shout for, but also vice captain. Salah, I feel like a fire will be lit under him. And then do I want Areola versus Chelsea or Leno versus Brentford? I mean, tough to say. I feel like Brentford might keep a clean sheet. Chelsea, let's just give Alphonse Areola. I can't drop him. That's it. That's the squad. Can't drop Burn Leno. It just can't be done. I don't trust for West Ham to keep a clean sheet against Chelsea, even though they might. And sorry to Eze, but I am done with my team. So that is my squad for game week 2 of the Fantasy Premier League. And if you like the video, consider subscribing and stay tuned for a lot of exciting stuff on the channel because there's a lot coming and a lot that I have prepared for the channel. So stay tuned. Thank you for watching. If you made it this far, comment down below. What are your predictions for game week 2? What's your FPL team look like? And once again, thank you so much for watching. I'm Sideline Sedo. Peace.